Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to Andy's Reviews, and today we literally just got out of the theater from watching The Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and a whole bunch of other actors. And to be completely honest with you, this movie was absolutely mediocre, to the point that this movie really has nothing special to it besides the fact that it was meant to commemorate the work of the stuntmen of Hollywood who really do not go recognized in the amazing industry that is Hollywood. However, of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that the movie was completely bad. Some of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed about this movie has to be the chemistry in the romantic relationship between Emily Blunt's character and, of course, Ryan Gosling's character. To be completely honest with you, their chemistry in this movie was absolutely phenomenal. And, of course, the second main thing I thoroughly enjoyed about this movie has to be Aaron Taylor Johnson's performance as the main bad guy in this movie, whose role in this movie was really recognizable and obvious given the movie's trailers. But I have to admit, he pulled off a great dumb villain in this movie. And yeah. And of course, the third main thing I thoroughly enjoyed about this movie has to be the fact that this movie does an awesome job commemorating the hard work that the stuntmen in Hollywood or stunt women in Hollywood do in order to make the movies that they're in as realistic as possible. However, of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that this movie is without flaws. Some of the things I do not like about this movie has to be the fact that this movie has a super predictable plot, to the point where I was able to guess the villain of the movie within the first 10 minutes of the movie, especially considering how Aaron Taylor Johnson's character barely has any screen time in the trailers, and given the fact that the producer was not really marketed in the movie's trailers, which made it blatantly obvious that the producer was the bad guy behind the entirety of the movie, where basically the producer helps out Aaron Taylor Johnson's character of the main star of the movie in the movie hide the fact that he actually killed someone, where the producer actually frames Ryan Gosling's character of the stuntman for killing another stuntman. And yeah. And of course, the second main thing I do not like about this movie has to be the fact that this movie felt a little bit too long, especially during the second act, which I feel that the writers, directors, and the editing team could have easily shaven off about 50 minutes of footage. And yeah, well, there you have it. In order to quickly review this movie using the Andy's Reviews grading system, I have to say that this movie deserves 6 out of 10 chimichangas, a rewatchability score of almost never, and of course, a overall grade of a C+. Well, there you have it. Stay tuned for my full review coming later this week. Peace.